A dashboard warning light is not just a symbol. It is a decision point. Some lights mean you should stop driving as soon as it is safe. Others mean the vehicle needs diagnosis soon, but may still be drivable. And some lights are only telling you that a system is active. The problem is that most drivers are never taught the difference. So when a warning light appears, the first question should not only be, "What does this symbol mean?" The better question is, "What should I do next?" That is what this video will help you decide. First, start with the color. A red dashboard warning light usually means the issue is urgent, safety-related, or potentially damaging if ignored. If you see a red warning light while driving, slow down, pay attention to how the vehicle feels, and pull over safely if the warning involves oil pressure, engine temperature, brakes, charging system failure, steering, or another serious system. Red usually means stop, check, and diagnose before continuing. A yellow or amber warning light is different. Yellow usually means the vehicle has detected a problem that needs attention, but it may not always be an immediate stop-now emergency. This is where many drivers make the wrong move. They either ignore the warning completely, or they replace a part based only on the symbol. A yellow light usually means diagnose soon. Do not ignore it forever, and do not guess. Green or blue lights are usually status indicators. They often tell you that a system is on or active, such as headlights, high beams, cruise control, or another driver assist feature. They are usually not urgent unless they appear with another warning or the system is behaving incorrectly. Need help choosing the next diagnostic step? Use the AutoCipher guide linked below in the description and pinned comment. Next, look at whether the light is steady or flashing. A flashing warning light is usually more serious than a steady one. The most important example is the check engine light. A steady check engine light may mean the vehicle has detected an emissions, sensor, fuel, or powertrain issue that needs to be scanned. But a flashing check engine light can mean an active misfire that may damage the catalytic converter if you keep driving. If the check engine light is flashing and the engine is shaking, running rough, losing power, or smelling like fuel, reduce driving and diagnose the problem quickly. A flashing check engine light is not the same as a steady check engine light. Now let's go through the major dashboard warnings one by one. The oil pressure warning light is one of the most serious lights on the dashboard. This light does not simply mean you are due for an oil change. It can mean the engine may not have enough oil pressure to protect internal parts. If the oil pressure warning light comes on and stays on while driving, the safest move is to pull over when it is safe and shut the engine off. Then check the oil level only after the vehicle is safely stopped. Possible causes include low engine oil, an oil leak, a bad oil pressure sensor, an oil pump problem, wrong oil viscosity, or internal engine wear. Do not keep driving with an oil pressure warning just because the car still runs. Next is the engine temperature warning light. This warning means the engine may be overheating or the cooling system is outside its normal operating range. If this light appears with steam, a coolant smell, a rising temperature gauge, or loss of power, stop safely and let the engine cool. Possible causes include low coolant, coolant leak, bad thermostat, radiator fan problem, water pump issue, clogged radiator, air trapped in the cooling system, or a cooling system pressure problem. Do not remove the radiator cap or coolant reservoir cap while the engine is hot. Hot coolant can be under pressure and can cause serious burns. If the temperature warning light is on, your first job is not to clear a warning. Your first job is to prevent engine damage. Now let's talk about the battery warning light. The battery warning light does not always mean the battery itself is bad. If the battery light comes on while driving, it often means the vehicle's charging system is not supplying enough power. The car may continue running for a while, but it may eventually lose electrical power if the alternator or charging system is failing. Possible causes include a failing alternator, loose or damaged serpentine belt, weak battery, bad battery connection, wiring issue, or voltage regulator problem. If the battery light comes on while driving, turn off unnecessary electrical loads and get the charging system checked soon. Do not assume that replacing the battery will fix the problem without testing the charging system. The brake warning light also deserves caution. Sometimes it comes on because the parking brake is engaged, but it can also point to low brake fluid, a hydraulic brake system problem, worn brake components, or another braking system warning. If the brake warning light appears while driving, first check whether the parking brake is fully released. If the light stays on, or if the brake pedal feels soft, low, spongy, or different than normal, do not keep driving casually. Brake warnings matter because they can affect stopping ability. If you're deciding whether to keep driving, stop first, or scan the car, use the AutoCipher checklist linked below. Now let's move to the check engine light. The check engine light is one of the most common dashboard warnings. It can be caused by many different systems, including emissions, ignition, fuel mixture, sensors, catalytic converter efficiency, evaporative emissions, misfires, or other powertrain issues. The light itself does not tell you which part is bad. It only tells you the vehicle detected a problem and stored diagnostic information. The next step is to scan the vehicle with an OBD2 scanner. A scanner may show the trouble code, whether the code is pending, stored, confirmed, or permanent, freeze frame data, live data, and whether the code returns after clearing. Do not replace parts only because the check engine light is on. The code is a starting point, not a final diagnosis. Sometimes a scanner may also show codes even when the check engine light is off. That does not automatically mean the scanner is wrong. The code may be pending, stored, history-based, permanent, or not yet confirmed by the vehicle. So if your scanner shows codes but the check engine light is off, check the code status before clearing or ignoring it. Next is the TPMS light. The TPMS light warns that the tire pressure monitoring system has detected a pressure issue or a system fault. Start with the simple check first. Check all 4 tire pressures with a gauge, including the spare tire if your vehicle monitors it. Cold weather can lower tire pressure and trigger the TPMS light even when there is no tire damage. If the tire pressure is low, correct the pressure first. If the pressure is correct and the light stays on, the issue may be a bad TPMS sensor, a relearn issue, or a system fault. OBS, traction control, and stability control warnings are also important. An ABS light does not always mean you have no brakes, but it can mean the anti-lock braking feature may not work correctly during a hard stop or slippery condition. Traction control and stability control lights can appear when the vehicle detects wheel slip, sensor problems, steering angle issues, or system faults. If the ABS light, brake light, traction control light, or stability light come on together, treat the issue more seriously and have the braking system checked. The airbag or SRS light is another safety warning. The car may still drive normally, but the airbag system may not work correctly in a collision. Possible causes include a seatbelt sensor issue, clock spring problem, airbag module fault, wiring issue under the seat, impact sensor problem, or previous collision repair history. An airbag light is not usually a roadside emergency, but it is a safety system warning. Do not ignore it just because the car feels normal. Now here is an important scanner point. A basic OBD2 scanner can be useful for check engine light problems, emissions codes, and many engine-related warnings. But not every dashboard warning light belongs only to the engine computer. Some lights are controlled by other systems, including ABS, airbag, transmission, steering, TPMS, body control, or charging systems. If your warning involves ABS, airbag, transmission, TPMS, steering, or other body systems, a basic code reader may not access the information you need. Do not assume the car has no problem just because a cheap scanner says there are no codes. The scanner may simply be too limited for the system you are trying to diagnose. If your warning involves ABS, airbag, TPMS, transmission, or steering, check the guide below before assuming your scanner can read everything. Before clearing any dashboard warning, slow the process down. Ask 7 questions. Which warning light appeared? Is it red, yellow, steady, or flashing? Does the vehicle have symptoms? Can basic checks be done safely? Are diagnostic codes present? Is the code pending, stored, confirmed, or permanent? Does the warning return after clearing? Clearing a warning does not fix the cause. If the vehicle still detects the same problem, the warning can come back. And if the code is permanent, it may stay stored until the vehicle confirms the repair through a drive cycle. So here is the AutoCipher bottom line. Dashboard warning lights are not just symbols to memorize. They are decision points. Red lights usually deserve immediate caution. Yellow lights usually need diagnosis soon. Flashing lights are more urgent than steady lights. Some warnings need a scanner. Others require basic checks before you even think about clearing codes or replacing parts. The safest path is simple. Identify the light. Judge the urgency. Check the basics. Scan when needed. And follow the diagnostic path before buying parts. Do not just ask what the warning light means. Ask what the next safe step is. For the full dashboard warning light guide, visit autocipher.net/dashboard-lights or use the link below in the description and pinned comment.